Not evil here, villains over there. This is a bit of a two-parter. One half face reveal, one half I wanted to talk about some Twitter drama I saw not too long ago. Mainly because the face reveal is I just don't care anymore. So, yep, here I am. I'm not all that special, just a human old man. Over the weekend, a lot of things have just gone good. An absolute champion has entered the Smash Bros. Arena, and she's in S tier to top even Smash 4 Bayonetta. Her name is Cinnabus, and she posted a very simple image. Minors don't belong and not safe for work communities. You aren't mature for your age. You're just putting adults at risk. Be gone, fetus. Fetus deletus. Minors don't belong and not safe for work communities. Cut and dry. And I really kind of liked this message. It was very simple, very clean cut. I thought she was just going to add in, make sure that you brush your teeth. G.I. Joe! Like that's how simple of a message I thought this was going to be. It was very clean, like exactly what you expect, and then not too crazy. However, the real drama is from the fallout from that, because that was a fairly big tweet. It got about, I want to say 24K likes. I liked and retweeted it myself because it pretty much aligns with anything that I really want to say. But the real fun has been all of these real minor accounts and people who are underage coming to talk about, like, why are you targeting me like this? Like, and I demand a spot in your not safe for work community. And there's a big problem with that for several reasons. Well, reason number one and most obvious, it's 18 plus for a very good reason. There is none of this, you're mature for your age, or make an exception for me, ooh woo. Just no, you aren't 18. You aren't old enough. Why is that so hard and difficult for you guys to understand? If you aren't 18, stay away. Honestly, the biggest fallout of this was just how many of them were coming out of the woodworks. It was like someone was fumigating a house and just seeing all the bugs like scatter and skitter across the sidewalk, like, and try to make them feel bad for making what they make, despite the fact that you're not supposed to be there in the first place. That just feels like a 1-2 punch of just like, hey, I'm not really your audience because I'm not supposed to be here in the first place, but you should do exactly what I say, or I'm going to go cancel you, and say that you're making of just all of these kids complaining that, why are you calling me out like that? I have been a loyal fan for so long, for exactly 2 weeks. Like, you shouldn't be doing this to me, meh. It's just kind of drives me up the wall of just like, why are you here? You're not supposed to. You should know better. That you're making adult content for people who aren't adults, and that'll get you in trouble. Like, I sound like I'm exaggerating and everything, and I am quite a bit, but that's an actual thing that happens. Of just like, a lot of these, they aren't exactly kids. These are like high teens, like 15, 16, and it even goes up to people who are like 20. And it's just like, why are you so adamant of trying to, we have to protect minors, which sounds adamant at first, but then I started thinking to myself, when I turned 18, what did I do to all my friends who were younger than me? Oh yeah, that's right, I dropped them like a sack of bricks because I had better things to do now. I could drive, I could go to an island hop, I could do all these kind of things. I could stay out all night if I wanted to because I had my own place. I did not need to go hang out with my minor friends anymore because I didn't need them. And it really kind of like shocks me just to my core of just being someone who's lived and experienced a pretty great life despite being fairly young myself, that they still want to pretend like they're in high school. Like high school was the absolute epitome of life, and that all the joy and everything can be found in school halls. I'm just here to tell you that is not the case. I gotta say, jet skis are infinitely more fun than math classes. That's just straight off the bat. Meanwhile, still, a lot of these real minors are complaining that why don't we have a spot? Why don't we have a say in how not safe for work communities like communicate, talk, post what they want? Like, why don't we get a say? We're human too. Yes, but you're also not adults. That's like the 110% biggest issue of this. You're not an adult. You don't get an opinion on what adults do. Why? Why can't you just understand this? Why don't you understand that your actions have consequences?
What will you learn? What will you learn? That your actions have consequences!
Just think about that for a quick moment. Why are all these minors complaining that people who draw what they want to draw just suddenly don't mash up for their morals and integrity when they aren't supposed to be here in the first place? That, like, because you have a public account, you should really account for minors, and not because like we're blatantly breaking the rules. That's literally what's happening right now. And it just pisses me off that they think that because they're kids that they should have no responsibility whatsoever to curate their online experience. And that's just not how it's supposed to work. Why should I, someone who doesn't know you, couldn't tell you out of a crowd, have to take care of someone else's random kid? I don't care about you. I care more about my dog or like my little plant that sits in my windowsill, much more than a bunch of random strangers I'm never gonna meet that live in, like, I don't know, Ohio, a state I've like never been to. Like, you should really take care of my kid in Ohio when you live on the other side of the country. Just no, I don't care. Like, you're strangers to me. Like, stranger danger. So that's why I'm very much kind of happy for this message. And thanks to Cinnabus, I actually found out a lot of accounts that I even casually like argued with and like even kind of hated at one point. Because there was this one that had like a puppy as its profile picture that liked to like argue with me about everything. I found out they were like 16. I'm like, you're 16? Then, oh, all of our conversations can be over much shorter. Shut up, minor. I don't care what you think. And that's pretty much it. Or like, I'm so mature. I'm 16 and I own a motorcycle. Yeah, go take your 5 horsepower pedal bike somewhere else. And it's really kind of shocking to see how many of them there are. But how can we keep them away from us? I don't really know, because they'll just keep coming even when you explicitly ban them. They'll change their age to appears older. Every artist should be a safe for work artist and draw exclusively what I like for free. Ooh, woo. Literally any artist that has a brain will immediately think this is the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals. Maybe the worst deal ever. Because of course they don't want to do that. Why would they exclusively want to draw like cutesy SpongeBob art for memes that they don't get credited for? It's really hard to tell, and it's very annoying for all parties involved. But that's about it. See ya.